What's good with YouTube? You already know Big Flocka with the comics reaction where we smash, dash, and react. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel, and hit that bell notification for future fire reactions. So I tapped in, I watched the whole No Jumper Lazy Boy interview, and I'm gonna give Lazy Boy basically an A+ on the way he conducted himself in this interview. There was nothing that was controversial. There was nothing that was disrespectful. There was nothing that he spoke on that he shouldn't have been speaking on, which is key to my grading here. The only thing that he said that was lightweight controversial and has got a lot of people doing reaction videos was when he said that the South copies the North. And he's referring to Southern Raza are copying Northern Raza. And I'm going to sit there and say I think there's some partial truth to that. Now, I'm going to sit there and say this. The Northerners, right, Northerners, they got a lot of that from the black culture that they affiliate themselves with, you know, the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying, Sacramento, and all those areas. They interact and have a lot of dealings with the blacks. Therefore, the Northerners kind of copycat a lot of the stuff the black culture has done as far as in the rap game in the Bay and Northern Cali. They've also made it into their own in some senses by, you know, altering certain things and kind of making it where it's a representation of the Northern Raza. But let's keep it real though. The North have copied the blacks. They just tweaked a little bit of it, man, and made it to where it's a representation of, you know, Northern Cali Raza, rap scene and whatnot. And there's nothing wrong with the South, you know, copying similar styles up North, man, because I think that, you know, Northern Cali rappers have a whole different type of stilo and language that I think is something that the South have kind of studied and made it into their own as well. Like I said, you get ideas and then you fine tune them to where it's consumes a part of you, if that makes any sense. So yeah, you're copying certain things from, you know, the blacks or the Northerners, right? But then they're making it into their own. Anyways, I think it was a pretty good interview. I think it showed people, you know, how the Northern Raza conduct themselves. You know, how they present themselves in public and how they have goals to be professional and they're not going to feel inferior to anybody. I didn't even try to bait him into talking about, what's his name, Lefty Gunplay, you know, even bringing up what Lefty said about not doing a song with a Northerner, and, you know, Lazy Boy respectfully said that, you know, I wouldn't be doing a song with him either. You know, I think it was kind of interesting to see all the different videos, reactions, and it was mainly about, you know, saying that the South have copycatted the North, right? But I also thought it was interesting that some podcasters from down South, right, would refer to that this isn't that big of a deal and ooh, whoa. That's because Adam 22 has traditionally seen most up-and-coming artists from Southern California. This is the first where he has yet to get a Northern rapper on there and shoot the shit. You know, I don't know if Adam 22 is either gaslighting the situation or if he had a new form level of respect for Northern Raza, because afterwards he was taking pictures and chopping up with other Northerners. And like I said, sometimes all you need to do is sit down with one, pick their brain, and you're going to see that most, you know, Northerners, Norteños in general, are about professionalism. They're about respect. They're about equality. And they're not going to involve themselves in dramas just to get a little bit of clout. They don't need to. I think a lot of people were thinking that, you know, with how they see some Southern Cali rappers about how they're more boisterous and, you know what I'm saying, don't have a difficult time taking shots at people, right? As far as Northern California, they were expecting that from a Northern rapper, but they didn't get it. There was no type of really shots being took except for him saying that the South have kind of copycatted the North. I've already kind of ran that down, but, you know, it is what it is. The one thing that Lazy Boy did say was that Mexican rappers from California have it hard. So he said that, you know, if anybody can make it, so be it, man. And I think he was kind of directing that towards anybody from down south, up north, or central. That it's kind of important that somebody does finally make it. Now, Adam 22 did his best to try to create some type of you know, drama or some type of conflict, or to hear Lazy Boy say something negative about the rappers from down south or about, you know, Lefty Gunplay or Rowdy Rax, but Lazy Boy didn't even bite into that. The other thing that people appreciated about the interview that people seen, especially some of the upstaters I noticed, was that he kept it real, saying, "Yeah, there's Southsiders out there, and yeah, they wearing blue. They out there banging. You know what I'm saying? You go anywhere out there in California, in most locations, and you're gonna encounter Southsiders, and shit's gonna happen. It's just game banging in Northern Cali. That's just how it's always been. I mean, he could have been fake like some of the trolls that try to sit there and troll upstaters, right? And said, "Ah, nah, there's none of them out here. They ain't about shit." Nah, he kept it real. The Southsiders present upstate, they're there. It is predominantly ran by North Daniels, as we know, but the Southsiders are out there and they make noise from time to time. Let's just keep it 100. It is what it is. So, in watching, like I said, this interview, basically from like a neutral stance, right? I took myself out of the equation as far as, being from up north and whatnot. And I have to give him basically like an A+ on this interview, because he didn't lie about anything, he didn't glamorize anything, and he didn't put out any information that didn't need to be put out there, and he didn't take no shots at nobody. He went in there, was professional, was given the opportunity, spoke his mind, spoke the truth, and you got to respect it. Anyways, like I said, I gave him an A+, and it had nothing to do with anything that he did like was extraordinary. It's just, it was a all around good interview. I don't think anybody's really going to take too much offense to it. I think maybe the comments about some of the South copying some of the North, right? But like I said with that, even the North copies a lot of the blacks, Get Down and Stilo, but they've kind of made it into their own. But they got, like I said, they got it from the blacks as well. Other than that, I think it was a good interview. I think you're going to start to see more rap artists be given opportunities on platforms like No Jumper, and I think in doing so, it opens them up to a whole new audience. Like I said, a lot of these Northern Cali rappers, their fan base is limited just to the Bay Area, Central Valley, and some surrounding states. This right here, because No Jumper is a big platform, could open doors for a lot of these guys who have talent. And I seen somewhere, I heard the American Cholo Blue Devil video, right, talking about that, Lazy Boy is a sellout, right? Now, he's only a sellout because he didn't come on your platform, yet I don't see anybody calling out Chito Aranas, Lefty Gunplay, Rowdy Rax, or any other Southern rappers who've showed up on that platform in the last 2 months. So why someone from up north was pretty much targeted with that comment? Like I said, sometimes old behaviors, they don't go away. They're just hidden for a time being, they eventually come out. Sometimes people leave those urges dormant, but eventually they'll come out when something triggers it. And apparently this triggered a lot of responses, a lot of feedback from a lot of different people, man. And I don't get it. Like I said, there's always been those who have different standards for themselves, right? And there's always those that want to try to keep anybody from the North, the Bay Area, they want to try to suppress them from coming up, man. Because like I said, everybody knows the Northern Cali rap artists, the Raza artists are on top of their game, man. The only other area I sit there and will compare that's on an equal playing field would be Texas. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows Texas and the Bay been rocking with each other for a long time. Even Mexican OT said that when he went to the Bay, he was surprised about how much love that he got, Like I said, man, a lot of these artists from other areas, man, are coming up. And a lot of times people want you to believe that when it comes to Chicano rap or Raza rap, sometimes people think it's only them and nobody else. And what I mean by that, people from down south, man. But there's a lineup up north, man, that ain't no fucking joke. And they coming. I'm one of the ones that said that he had to have more northern Raza rappers on his platform, man, because he had yet to have any. And so I'm glad that maybe, enough of us put that out there that he finally fucking took heed to it. So much respect to everybody. Northern Raza, Southern Raza, all rappers, man. And keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on striving, man. Hopefully more success, and hopefully for more rappers from up north come on this platform. I'm out, and this is my reaction.